My name is Gene Foley. I'm the president of Harvard University's Credit Union, and also it's my pleasure to serve on the CUNA board. As Paul indicated, many of you first came to know our next speaker, Professor Elizabeth Warren, as the driving force behind the idea of a single regulator for consumer financial products, an idea that became reality when the Dodd-Frank bill established the new Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. I've known and worked with Professor Warren for many years during her tenure on the Harvard Law School faculty and as a member of our credit union. As many of you know from experience at your own credit unions, you have some members that you never really hear from, and some that you do. Elizabeth Warren definitely fell into the latter category, and it's no surprise. She has a passionate belief in the need for consumers to have options, clear and understandable choices, and a fair deal in the financial marketplace. And she knows and understands that credit unions are among the very best of these options for financial consumers. From her earliest days working on what would become the CFPB, she has reached out to the credit union movement as a key resource for understanding the real impact of personal finance on everyday lives. Throughout the process of establishing the Bureau, she has been in direct contact with Bill Cheney and has sought input from CUNA. Professor Warren has carefully listened to CUNA's message that the CFPB, in pursuing its mission, must be mindful of mitigating the current financial regulatory burden by peeling away duplicative and overcomplicated rules. In our conversations, we have come to appreciate how sensitive Professor Warren is to the unintended consequences of new regulation. Prior to being named by President Obama as the Assistant to the President and Special Advisor to the Secretary of the Treasury on the CFPB, Elizabeth Warren served as the Leo Gottlieb Professor of Law at Harvard University. She has written 9 books and more than 100 scholarly articles dealing with credit and economic stress. She chaired the oversight panel on the implementation of the TARP program and has twice been named one of Time Magazine's most influential people in the world. Last May, Professor Warren was featured on the cover of Time, along with SEC Chairman Shapiro and FDIC Chairman Baer, in a story headlined, "The New Sheriffs on Wall Street." She's been everywhere in the media, from Charlie Rose and the New York Times to Dr. Phil and The Daily Show, in her quest to ensure that consumers get a fair shake on their financial services. We're honored to have her here with us this morning. Please join me in welcoming a champion of consumers and a friend of credit unions, Professor Elizabeth Warren.